2020. What happened? The year that the world stopped, the year that a global crisis happened, the year that will forever go down as one of the most pivotal in the 21st century. Like many of you, all of my big plans for 2020 were put to a complete halt, and I had to pivot my life and my business to adapt. Here's what happened during the lockdown. We hit a record number in sales. We continued to hire people, and I personally went through one of the biggest healing journeys of my life. And during that time, I helped other entrepreneurs set their business up during their downtime so that they could also hit the ground running when the world opened up again. And if you're interested in that strategy and how you can make sure that your business is secure during a global pandemic upheaval, click link below for my 21-day Infinite Video Impact Challenge and keep watching for my personal account of what the heck happened in 2020. I remember when I first heard about the coronavirus and how quickly it was spreading in Wuhan, China. And like most people, I felt so far removed from it all the time. And while I hoped and prayed for the people of Wuhan, it felt like a whirl away. So when the first cases were detected in North America that were travel related, of course, there's that initial surprise, but still nothing to worry about, right? And then more and more cases were detected and more and more. And while that number kept gradually increasing, reality began to set in. And I'm sure many of you can relate to this. When I'm from Canada, when Canada went on lockdown, the fear and the worry and the anxiety began, businesses slowed down, and definitely I was scared. There was so much uncertainty as the caseloads continued to increase. And like many of you, I was worried about the health of my family, my friends, my employees. I was worried about keeping the business afloat and paying my team and keeping a roof over their heads. And I've gone through tough times in my business before when I didn't know where the next source of income was coming in. But this was different. This was completely out of everyone's control. And for many, it was and still is such an uncertain and worrisome time. And during that time, I started to retreat a little bit, and two things happened. First, my assistant said to me, Marley, you're feeling this way because you had so many big plans in 2020 that you worked so hard for. And now it's like that had been taken away just like that. I felt that. Does anyone else feel that your 2020 was so nicely planned for momentum and you worked so hard for a monumental year and then it was just stopped? So my assistant really helped me to identify what exactly I was feeling. Second, I was getting a few messages from various people telling me that I needed to stop my content because of what was going on in the world. And this really made me second guess myself. For a moment, I wondered if they were right. I wondered, am I being insensitive during a global crisis and I just need to put a complete stop to my business right now? But then I thought otherwise. If anything, this is the time to show up and serve because your audience, your people out there need your help. People are losing their jobs, their livelihoods, their income. And this is when you, as an entrepreneur, can teach people how to work for themselves, how to make their own money and help them build something that's going to help them survive such a difficult time. And I'm so grateful for my team to continue showing up and pushing for that because a few months later, here we are, and we've been able to do that. And I didn't have to do any heartbreaking layoffs, which would have crushed me if I had to start letting people go. And not only that, we were able to hire people during this time where so many people are without income. And I feel incredibly grateful and blessed that we were able to do that. So the question is, how did I adapt my business? Well, first, I had to get out of that mindset rut of feeling sorry for myself. I had to stop retreating and instead leaned in. I had meetings with my team to discuss what people need right now and how we can help businesses set themselves up for success. For lack of a better word, we hustled even harder. We showed up and served. We got our message out there of hope and belief that yes, you can build something during uncertain times. And not a whole lot changed in the strategy of my business and our offerings, but we adapted our message to reach those people out there who might have been scared and needed that inspiration and that push out of their own mindset rut. And the goal became less about providing a full service package for entrepreneurs where we go out and film their content, and became more about teaching our strategy and exactly how we do things in our business so that they could build that success for themselves. With the 21-day challenge that we offered, we had even more people signing up because they use that downtime to hunker down, create a ton of content that turns into cash flow, built out their strategy and create their offers so they could hit the ground running when things opened back up again. And what began to happen was that people needed the offers and solutions that our students were providing which helped them grow their businesses during a global lockdown, which is incredible, right? So again, if you want access to that 21-day challenge so that you can apply the same video content strategy to your business, you can find the link below. Before you click out of this video though, I want to know, how did you adapt during a global pandemic? What were the emotions that you went through, and what steps did you take to keep building? Let me know below. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe for more weekly videos.